Hey everybody, I'm Kelsey Brown, and welcome to week 2 of our education series talking about nutrition, weight management, and blood pressure. And blood sugar. And we are going to be talking about all things natural and how to attack these these issues that a lot of us struggle with, or a lot of us want to see, like success in. So I'm going to hit share on my screen, so you guys can see. Actually, let me make sure that I'm ready over here. But I'm really excited to be here with you guys tonight. We had a great week last week talking about, okay, maybe you have some essential oils now, but you're like, I have no idea how to use these. I know I bought these for a reason, but remind me what I'm supposed to do with them. And so we talked all things, how to use them, practical uses, how to dilute them, when to use them, things like that. And so if you missed that and you're like, shoot, that would have been really helpful for me to see, or hear or watch on, then if you're getting the recordings, if you registered for this Zoom call, or if you want to go to the link in my bio and register now, you will actually each week get a recording, playback that you can watch at your convenience, or if, a year from now you want to be reminded of what we talked about, you could go back and watch it later. So I want you guys to have access to all of that. We have tons of, resources for my team, and I'm giving the public access to some of our special team resources right now, so enjoy them. Getting invitations to these calls. Like I said, we usually only do this inside the team, but I didn't want people to miss the opportunity to learn with us, so welcome. Like I said, we are going to be, let me see if I can move this over. Here we go. We're going to be talking about nutrition, weight loss, and blood sugar management. So buckle up, and I hope you learned something. One thing to remember, if you got a special invite to this class, or if you saw my post on my story, those who join us for all 8 of these classes and keep track of the secret word that I'll be sharing, and other people on my team will be sharing throughout the month, if you are a member of our team, if you're a member, a customer of ours, then you will get a special prize at the end. So we would love for people to stick with us the whole time. Okay. This is probably potentially the most requested topic from people is, hey, can we talk about nutrition? Can we talk about weight loss? Can we talk about blood sugar management? These things make such a big impact on our health and how we feel, how we look, and so on. But the topic can often feel overwhelming. So I would like to break this down and make it easy. I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed leaving this class. I want you to feel like I can do this. Okay? So the question for us is, why are people around us so sick? And do we think we're getting everything that we need from the food that we're eating? And some days you might say, yes, absolutely. I eat great. I eat awesome, nutritious foods. And other days you might say, what did I actually eat today that was fueling my body or good for my body? I don't know. But I really want us to think about this question. Why are we feeling so sick today? Could it be because of our nutrition? Could it be because of our blood sugar spiking? Or could it even be just weight management? So what does doTERRA have to do with that? What does that have anything to do with doTERRA? So doTERRA is the company that I'm a wellness advocate for. It's an essential oil brand, or a natural holistic brand, that I trust for my personal body, and that I would always suggest for you guys. So everything I share today, I always have to give a caveat. If I share anything about consuming anything, then I want you guys to remember right now, this is one of those things where with my kids, I always make them repeat after me but to make sure that they heard me. So I won't make you guys do that tonight. But almost repeat after me. Kelsey's not suggesting you consume oils from every brand. Kelsey's only talking about doTERRA in this class. So anything you take away from this class, make sure you know that I'm only talking about doTERRA essential oils tonight. If you don't have a doTERRA bottle in front of you, if you do have one, you might grab it. But if you don't have one, then I've got mine, and I'll just tell you. But there are certain things that you're going to look for on an essential oil from doTERRA that's going to help you know if we're talking about consuming oils or not. So one thing in particular, this one might not be from India. But the small ones from India are going to have an FSSAI sticker, which the little green sticker, if you guys recognize that, on Zoom. If you're not on Zoom and you want to hop on and join us, go to the link in my bio and dive in. But it'll have a little FSSAI symbol on there so that you know that it's safe to take internally. So let's talk again about some safety rules when talking about taking them internally. If it doesn't say doTERRA on it, don't do it. This is rule number one. If you didn't get it directly from a doTERRA wellness advocate, that would also be a red flag. If you bought it from Amazon, it's a no. Don't take that internally because doTERRA cannot vouch for that if you bought it from a third party scam artist. I have an Instagram reel about that if any of you guys need to see what happens with scammers on Amazon. But second, if you got your oils from the US and potentially like Europe, Australia, then it might say supplement facts on the label. So that's your cue that this is an oil that's not only safe to take internally, but it's recommended. Like they want you to do that. If your oils are from India, you'll recognize the FSSAI little circle and square. And then that means that it's been approved to take internally. And some oils in India might say essential oil flavoring on the bottle. This one says supplement. I was going to see if I could show you guys, but yeah, anyway, you get the picture. Essential oil flavoring is, I think, the wording on India bottles. So that's also a good cue for you. If you're already a doTERRA member in India, you can log into your account and you'll see a tab on the website that says food oils. And that'll just give you the whole list of oils that are available to take internally. And not only you can, but it's recommended to take internally. So when I add citrus oils to my water bottle, I'm going to make sure that my water bottle is either stainless steel or glass. Essential oils can leach into plastic and break down the plastic over time. So, you know, for your diffuser that you're using, that's fine. It's not going to destroy your diffuser. And your diffuser is made out of safe plastic, but you're not going to drink out of that, right? And you likely don't know the plastics that you're drinking out of, if they're safe plastics or not. So if you're at home or out and about, I'm always going to suggest you drink out of glass or stainless steel. Okay, so nutrition is going to be the foundation of what we're talking about today. But not just today, we're going to talk about that every day. Essential oils are going to be huge for helping with your health issues, but you can't out supplement bad nutrition. You can't make up for eating poorly by adding something else. We have to be working on nutrition, and that has to be the foundation of everything we're talking about. So when you're focused on your nutrition and eating whole foods, you're allowing your body to function optimally and increased energy. That's ideal, right? Increased mental clarity and support for your cardiovascular system and your inflammatory responses. So that's going to be huge for how you feel, right? When you're fueling your body with things that actually make it work properly. The first essential oil we're going to talk about that's amazing for helping the inflammatory response is turmeric. So fun fact for you guys, doTERRA's turmeric is sourced from India. The fields we get the turmeric from are in Gujarat, which is really fun because we all know that turmeric in India is superior to the rest of the world's turmeric. We want to make sure that we're always sourcing the essential oils from the place in the world where they grow the best, and that's going to help your body fight free radicals and protect against oxidative damage. So if you're on Zoom with me right now, you're probably going to want to screenshot this for later so that you know how to use your turmeric essential oil. I put 3 to 5 drops in a veggie capsule, and I'll take that in the morning and at night, especially if I need some extra inflammatory support or immune support. Dendricrine. If you're wondering, Zendocrine is not the name of a plant. This is just a creative name that doTERRA came up with to describe a blend of oils that support our endocrine system. So Zendocrine has several different oils in it that are great for supporting the healthy cleansing and filtering functions of your liver, kidneys, colon, skin, and lungs. So it's going to help support yourself to detox. You can use Zendocrine in a couple different ways. I put this in a veggie capsule as well. I don't know if I have a veggie capsule to show you, but it's basically just this little empty capsule, like you would take, we talked about this last week, but a capsule that you would take as like a ready-made pill, except it's gonna be empty, and you can pop it open and put your oils in so that you can customize your own little protocol. Zendocrine is a great one to use in the morning and at night as well, just to support your liver. I also like to just roll that over my liver to support my natural detox pathway. So you can use that one a couple different ways, topically or internally. Okay, this is my favorite one that we'll talk about tonight. It is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's one of my absolute favorites from doTERRA. It's the multivitamin that my family and I take every single day. It comes in 3 different bottles, and they each have a different function, but we take the whole pack. So all 3 every single day. So we take, you could take 2 of each in the morning and 2 of each in the evening. I told everybody last week, right now my family and I are only taking a half dose because we are still having to bring it over from the US. And it's just hard to bring that many supplements over. But as soon as this releases in India, we will be able to take a full dose and it'll be a good day. So this one, the Alpha CRS Plus is your cellular vitality complex. Your XEO Omega is your essential oil complex. And your Microplex VMZ is going to be your food nutrient complex. So I love all 3, like I said. But the food nutrient complex, I feel like covers a lot of gaps that I might be missing in my nutrition. And let's be honest, we're all probably not getting 12 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. And so it's pretty amazing that we get to supplement with that. Let's see. I notice a huge level in my energy, or a huge change in my energy levels when I'm taking this one. This one is the one that I feel like was a game changer for me postpartum with the kids, but then also postpartum with my husband. You know, in a postpartum season where I'm trying to heal and gain more energy back, I needed to trust that my husband could take care of the kids, and he is so much more of a morning person on the Lifelong Vitality Pack, where before LLV, he was not a morning person. So it serves our whole family that he's able to take these every day. I can tell a huge difference in my brain fog. Like when I run out of this, I can tell. This will be released in India by the end of the year. So it's not yet available on India's website, but hang with me and I will make sure you know. You will know whenever this comes out because I will be talking about it all the time. Okay, let's talk about gut health for a second. So when we talk about a few things that are foundational, nutrition is foundational and your gut health is also foundational. So I want to make sure that you know of a few products that might be helpful for your gut health. Gut health is going to play a vital role in how you feel. And as someone with an autoimmune disease that affects my gut, I cannot stress how important it is to take care of your gut. I will be your cheerleader for that as someone who struggles. So what might damage your gut? So diet is one thing. Unhealthy diet, antibiotic use, lack of regular exercise, poor sleep, and stress. Those are all things that could just make a huge difference in how healthy your gut is. So one oil blend that I often grab when anyone in my family are having tummy issues is Digestin. This one supports healthy cleansing, filtering of your liver, kidneys, colon, and lungs and skin. You might screenshot this slide if you want to remember how to use your digestin for later. Some people like to use this topically. I love to take it internally, but whichever one you prefer. It's so helpful with basically anything digestive. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about weight loss. So there is so much out there when it comes to weight loss, and it can be hard to know where to start. There's people that want to talk about counting calories. There's people that want to talk about counting carbs or tracking macros, fasting, all of those things. And so I don't ever want anyone to hear there's an oil for that. It's a quick fix. You don't have to do any amount of work or lifestyle change or anything. Just like use this oil and call it good. I want to remind you that we did just talk about a couple of things that I feel like are very foundational. And oils are going to be so supplemental to that. But you can't out oil a bad nutrition or bad gut problems. And so we do always want to be focusing on those two things while we add in some oils that are really going to help support that process. So a couple that might be helpful, especially if you're here in India, you might have an after dinner mint brought to the table at a restaurant. It might be some sort of fennel and sugar. That's going to help cleanse your palate after eating something savory, but it's also going to help aid digestion for your food. So fennel is amazing. If you're in India, you already know that. And fennel seeds are amazing. But when you have the essential oil of a plant rather than just the seed, it's going to be like 50 to 60 times more powerful than just the seed. So the benefit of using an essential oil of something that we already know is that powerful is you only have to use one single drop and you're getting the benefits of eating like a lot of seeds. Like you probably would never consume that many seeds. Bergamot is also really great for your metabolism and your mood. I often think of it as one that is used for mood, but it's also great for your metabolism, so that's fun. It can help you decrease stress eating, so that's a win-win. Feel free to screenshot any of these slides if you're on Zoom and want to remember this for later. Okay, Meta Power. This is an amazing blend. It's called Meta Power. So metabolic personal wellness realized is what that stands for. So it looks like Meta and then PWR if you're not on Zoom with us. But anybody on Instagram, if you want to jump into the Zoom call, you can go to the link on my bio and register and then see us over there and you can screenshot any of my slides that you want. Okay, so preclinical research for MetaPower Essential Oil Blend suggests that it can like slow down the maturation of fat cells. So they're in clinical trials right now that it's going to be like even more firm reason to be like, everyone needs this in their life. But basically everyone's fat cells that you have in your body, you have the same number. Like when you gain weight, when you lose weight, your fat cells aren't going anywhere. It's not like you're getting more fat cells or you're losing fat cells. The fat cells are just ballooning or shrinking based on you. And so having an essential oil blend that helps halt the maturation of those fat cells and could even potentially like be shrinking those fat cells, that's just going to be huge for the people that are already doing the lifestyle things. They're already watching what they're eating and trying to fuel their body with good food. They're already paying attention to their gut health and their stress levels. But then to have something that's going to help them curb cravings and help shrink those fat cells is going to be just like huge. So I love this blend. It's a blend of grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, and ginger and cinnamon. So it all tastes amazing, but it's also very effective for weight loss. Okay, if you're wondering how to use MetaPower, this would be a good screenshot for you. You can take it internally. I like to do, I think this graphic says 4 drops 1 to 3 times a day. I probably do when I'm consistent with it. I usually do 3 drops 3 times a day. But start small if you need to. Do it in the morning, and then if you remember again, great. And if you don't, You did better than you did the day before. I also want you guys to keep listening because I'm going to tell you guys a way that you can get MetaPower for free at the end of this call. So keep listening. Okay, your lymphatic system could be playing a role in why you're holding on to some extra weight that you do not want to. So your lymphatic system is amazing for cleansing out toxins in your body, but if your lymphatic system is clogged, congested, or not healthy, then you could be holding on to things that you should just be passing. So let's talk about some of those things that could help with that. Our team has done a couple different lymphatic cleanses this year. So that has been really great to educate our current members on how to take care of their lymphatic system. So if you want to screenshot this next screen that I'll go to, we've got exactly the oils that you would use to support your lymphatic drainage. And some of you might already have some of these oils, so it might be a good reminder of how you could be using them. But there's also a couple things that you can use movement-wise. So let me get you that screen. Here it is. So to support your lymphatic system and your liver, you could do this. Basically, you're going to grab some of these oils. You can grab a dry brush, some fractionated coconut oil, and you can make sometimes I'll make like a little dropper bottle of some of the oils that I want to do as like a lymphatic massage. And I'll prep it the week before doing something like this. And then every night before I take a bath, I might do my dry brush. And then after the bath, then I might do the massage. I also like to rebound. So that might be like using a jump rope or just jumping up and down or like on a little trampoline. That is the best way to get your lymphatic fluid moving. So if you want to feel like a kid again, go hop on a trampoline, get some jumps in. Grapefruit is amazing for your water to help you get some lymphatic drainage going. Okay. One of the easiest ways to maintain your blood sugar regulation is to just eat balanced meals. So when you're eating, if you could just start thinking about like, am I having a protein, a carb, and a healthy fat all together every 3 to 4 hours, and never, ever, ever drink coffee on an empty stomach. That's going to be magic for your blood sugar. We try to teach those things at home to our kids. I feel like they say funny things around the dinner table. We just had, I guess it was breakfast this past weekend, and my youngest, who's 3, only ate his toast and he didn't eat his eggs. And he got down from the table and he ran and played for about 10 minutes. And he said, "Dad, I'm still hungry." And my husband said, "Didn't you just eat?" And he said, "Yeah, but I didn't eat my protein." And so he ran back to the table and he ate his eggs because he knew, I'm hungry again. 10 minutes later, his blood sugar was probably spiking because he just ate carbs. He didn't eat any fat or protein. So anyway, there's your free tip for tonight. Make sure to eat a balanced meal. The last thing we're going to talk about in this convo is blood sugar. So like I said, MetaPower is going to be your secret sauce for regulating your blood sugar, all while also eating balanced meals. And let's say you look at your MetaPower oil and you're like, okay, I actually already have some of these oils on me. Maybe I don't have the blend, but I have some of these oils. Then I also want to make sure you know how to use the oils you already have. So you might say, oh, I have peppermint already, or I already have cinnamon, I already have lemon, ginger, grapefruit. If you have any of these oils, the way that MetaPower is formulated is very strategic. So they did spend a lot of time in a lab getting it right. So I don't want to discredit the blend, but I also want to make sure you know how to use the oils you already have. So if you have cinnamon, use it. If you have peppermint, use it. I'm always a huge fan of using what you have. Okay. So this would be a great blood sugar screenshot if you're on Zoom with me. Their blood sugar regulation oils that I always suggest to people are cinnamon, MetaPower, and lemongrass. Coriander is also great. You can place 1 to 5 drops of these oils in your water to drink and take them internally in a capsule, or you can put them topically on the bottom of your feet, on your reflex points over your pancreas, kidneys, or thyroid. If you are using them topically, you should dilute them with like a fractionated coconut oil or some other carrier oil. And cinnamon is a hot oil, so definitely make sure you dilute that one. Okay, I love this testimony. This is from someone this past December here in India. They said, on December 10th, my blood sugar HbA1c was alarmingly high at 438/14. Taking immediate action, I began with doTERRA essential oils. So 1 drop of cinnamon, 2 drops of coriander essential oil, and 200 milliliters of water each afternoon. And today, without any allopathy medicine, my fasting blood sugar has reduced to 237. I'm delighted to share this positive result with everyone. So I love that. I love that they were like, okay, I heard that these oils could help. What do I have to lose? I might as well try it. And now they're not having to be on medication. That's just really, really cool. Okay, so like I said, everyone who's joining us for this whole series, you're gonna want to keep track of a secret word each week. And in the email that you'll get from me tomorrow, it will have the playback recording of this class. If you haven't registered for this class yet on Zoom, then make sure you do that in the link in my bio. But for everybody who's on Zoom with me, you're already registered. You're gonna get an email and it will have a punch card. And you could either, like every week, you could go fill out the punch card and type in the secret word, or you could just keep a note in your phone of all the passwords. And then at the end, you could just fill the form 1 time. So it doesn't matter to me. You can do it whichever way is easier for you. But your secret word for today is meta power. So write that down somewhere. Hey, everybody on Instagram. So glad you're here. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the loyalty rewards program that doTERRA offers and why it's a non-negotiable for me every month. So why do I order something from doTERRA every single month? Like, why would I do that? Well, first of all, we love our products and we use so many different things from doTERRA that, you know, like this month we're running low on face wash. Next month, we'll probably need toothpaste. So I'm mentioning things that we use around our house every month that aren't even actual oil, like they're oil-based, but it's not an actual bottle of essential oil. But then we also love our oils. My husband uses probably almost a whole bottle of peppermint every single month because he loves it so much. So there's lots of things that we love from doTERRA. And we really love how much free stuff doTERRA gives us. Because of our loyalty. So it works both ways. We love what we're getting and they love that we're ordering, so they give us free stuff. So I'm going to teach you guys how to maximize the loyalty program because saving money and getting things for free is the best. So every time you place an order of 50 points value or more, your percentage points are going to go up every 3 months for your first year. So if it's your first month on the loyalty program with doTERRA, you're going to get 10% back. And then after 3 months, you'll get 15%, 20%, 25, and then 30. So my family and I have been members for 3.5 years, I think. So for the past 2.5 to 3 years, we've been getting 30% back. So that's kind of a large percentage if you do the math of how much free stuff we've been able to get for ordering stuff we were already going to order. So I love that. Let's say you're not like using everything in your house doTERRA like we are. Even if you, let's say you were like, I need to stock up on a few things. I want to get all of those lymphatic drainage oils. It would actually be smarter for you to get like 2 of those oils every month for a few months than getting them all at one time. Like there actually is benefit in spacing out your orders sometimes because of the percentage points that you're going to get back in free product. So talk about it with the person who invited you to this call and plan out like a strategy of how to place your orders so that you can get the best percentage back and maximize the free products every month. If you are in India and you have not placed a loyalty order this month, I'll make sure you know what the free gift is. Here we go. So the free gift this month for orders before the 15th is Digest and Touch. So that digestive blend that I told you about a few minutes ago, this is the touch version, so you can roll it on your stomach directly, and it's gonna help with tummy issues. We use this for every member of our family, and I love that this one's diluted, so I can use it on the little ones without having to worry. Past tense is 10% off this month. And then if for anyone who does order a larger order, so for those of you that are like me and you're like, I have pretty large orders every single month because we use so much stuff. The 150 point value promotion is Roman chamomile. And so that is a really fun way to get another free thing this month. So I love that. So if you order before the 15th, you get the free Digestin, and you're gonna get the Roman chamomile for free if you're a loyalty member. If you're a new member, I'm gonna have some more things for you to know about in a minute, but for everyone, new or old, we have another series going on Thursday nights right now that's about MetaPower specifically. So if you liked learning about that for blood sugar regulation or for weight management, join us on Thursdays. And for everybody who joins us for all 8 of those calls, I will have a free MetaPower for you. If you're with me, if you're signed up with me or anyone on my team. Let's see. Okay, so I want to, before we close down this call, because I've told you guys about nutrition, I told you about weight management, I told you about blood sugar. I always like to share a little bit at the end for people that are like, wow, this is awesome, I want to keep learning. There's basically 3 types of people that join these types of calls. So one person is interested in the wellness lifestyle, and they're like, yeah, I just have, I want to know more about nutrition, and that's why I'm here. We want to help you do that. And then there's some of you that you're already thinking, like the first time I heard about MetaPower, I was like, my dad needs to hear about this. Or like you might have a family member or a friend that you're like, they need to know about this because this would probably really help them. So you would be someone that I would call like a share person. You're like, I'm already thinking of people that need to know about this. And a share person might be motivated simply because they want to serve and they want to help. And then a share person might be motivated because I can teach you how to get your oils paid for by sharing. So that either motivation are fine, because either way you're helping your friends who have an issue. But I also love that by sharing, you can get your products paid for. And then the other person might be coming to this because maybe you've joined a call with us before and you're like, I think I could do what they're doing. Like I could show up on a Zoom call and teach about some essential oils and serve people and solve people's problems and help them place orders. And in that case, I want to make sure you get what you want out of this call too, on just like, what does it mean to do what I do, to do what my team does. And so I'm going to share a little bit about each of those things. We mainly covered the wellness lifestyle already. So these next few minutes, we're going to specifically talk about sharing or building. So if you hear all of this at the very end of the call and you want to know more information about sharing or building, then I would love for you to reach out to whoever invited you to this call. Or if you're on Instagram, you can message me later. And you could just say the word share, or you could just say the word build, and I'll know exactly what it is you want to know. Okay, so why doTERRA? Why would someone choose to partner with doTERRA on a sharing sense or a building sense? Like, why trust doTERRA, basically? So doTERRA is a privately owned company, which means it's not cutting corners based on, you know, trying to keep investors happy. Which is huge. I had no idea how huge that was, but it is. It's just absolutely huge. The growth rate of the company is similar to Apple's growth rate. So in 7 years, both Apple and doTERRA made it to be a $1 billion company. So just even like business planning, like it's just a smart business model. How do I make money? Like, how does someone who's partnering with doTERRA actually earn? So my favorite way is to sample. So when someone has questions about an essential oil, I will make a little sample bottle for them of exactly what it is I want them to try. And I will take it to them and say, try this, and I'll just let them try it. Or sampling could look like you could just be at my house or at the football field with me, and I could say, grab a drop of peppermint. I know it's hot out here. Put the peppermint on the back of your neck and it'll help you cool down. So I'm constantly sharing my oils with others because I know it's going to serve them. And then that's letting them try what it is that I told them they should try instead of them just having to guess. So I love doing that. I also teach. So I show up to these calls. I show up in person and I teach you exactly how to use the essential oil that I recommended. I'm then going to help you get your own login and password so that you can shop at 3 in the morning if you want to, from whatever country you're in. And then I'm going to make sure you're supported after that. When it comes to income, I know Instagram people, you can't see this, but when it comes to income opportunities, there's kind of like 3 different brackets of people that might want to earn through doTERRA. So the first person is someone who says, man, I just want to be able to shop and buy whatever I want, and I don't want to have to worry about the price. If that is someone's main motivation, then I'm going to help them figure out how to do what it takes to get their whole order paid for. And then that's going to be their goal. That's how I'm going to coach them. If someone tells me that their goal is to supplement their income, then I'm going to look at this other bracket here and I'm going to say, okay, here's the ranks you need to be looking at in the company. And here's what we need to do for you to help you meet that goal. And then if someone says, man, I want to do this full time. Like I want to replace my income so I can quit my other job and do this full time. Then I'm going to say, okay, let's look at this bracket and let's get you there. And here's what it's going to take. And so I've got lots of helpful information that helps someone knows, you know, exactly like how many hours they should be putting in per month, exactly what they need to be doing to get to that point. So what does residual income look like for me? Like, why did we choose this business model? My family and I. So I feel like what I've loved is consistency is so important, like making sure my customers know that I'm there for them and I'm not going anywhere is huge. But at the same time, when my family has a vacation or a medical emergency or whatever, which we did both of those things this past summer, I was able to step out for a bit and my paycheck kept coming. So that was awesome. Like I was able to be an entrepreneur, be able to run my own business the way I want to run it. And I was also able to escape to Thailand for a while and escape for a month in my own house when my husband had a medical emergency. And the paycheck kept coming. And so if you do these things well, sample, teach, enroll, support, then even when you want to step out for a bit, things don't break down. And that is amazing. So how much time is involved? This is what I was referring to. Do you want to pay for your product? Do you want to supplement your income? Do you want to replace your income? I would coach you based on what your goals are. You would set the pace, and then I would just be able to tell you what to do from there. And then just you answering the question, could this work for me? Are you passionate about natural solutions? Do you care about people? Can you follow a system and get things done? Those would all 3 be things that you would want to be able to say yes to know if this was a good opportunity. Okay, and then what's the next step? Identify the type of person you are. Are you a live person, share person, or build person? And then you're gonna want to attend a business made easy presentation that our team will put on. And so like I said, respond to the person who invited you to this call and tell them if you're a share or a build person, and we'll get you the resources that you need to know what the next step is. And before we wrap up, I just want to remind you about our upcoming workshops. We have a few exciting sessions planned that will dive deeper into essential oil applications and wellness practices. So I put the schedule up here on my screen on Zoom. But basically next week we have toxin-free living. Then we have oils for every age. That would be like if you want to know about babies, essential skincare and hair care. I know all the wellness girlies want to know about that. Stress, sleep, and emotions. And then we have women's health and hormones, and then pain management. So an amazing lineup. We're going to have some really fun topics. If you enjoyed tonight's session and you know someone that could benefit from this, feel free to share the recording with them and let them listen. We love growing this community and helping more people, so we're happy to connect with anybody that needs a protocol made based on what they need. And if you're considering joining the doTERRA community or you want more information about becoming a wellness advocate, please reach out to us. We're happy to discuss these benefits with you. I hope you guys have a great evening. I'm looking forward to connecting with each of you soon. And remember, the oils you choose can make a huge difference in your wellness journey. So grab your oils, pop them open. Don't forget to use them. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Okay, Zoom. I'm going to stop the recording and then I'm going to allow questions for anybody that has them. So if you're watching the recording, thanks again so much for joining us.